Hi, this is Johnny with Simpson Math. In this video, we will factor a trinomial using what we call the AC method. We'll do this by first rewriting our trinomial as a four-termed polynomial and then factor by grouping. For this example, we'll be factoring 2x squared plus 9x plus 4. Our goal is to rewrite this sum of terms into a product. I want to rewrite this trinomial as factor 1 times factor 2. Okay, to get started, a, b, and c refer to the coefficients of our terms. A is 2, the coefficient of our quadratic term. B is 9, the coefficient of our linear term. And c, the constant, is 4. Whenever you factor a polynomial, whether it's a trinomial or not, we must first look for leading negatives and the greatest common factor. So looking at our three terms, we see that there is nothing in common. 2, 9, and 4 have no common factors, nor is there a common variable. Therefore, our GCF is just 1, so we have nothing to factor out. Second, we need to find AC. This is A times C. A is 2 and C is 4, therefore AC is 2 times 4, which is 8. Third, we need to use AC to find the correct factor pair that sums to B. To start this process, let's list the factor pairs of 8. I like to start at 1 and write them in order. We have 1 times 8 and 2 times 4. 3 doesn't divide evenly into 8, and 4 is already there, so we know that's all the factor pairs. We now look for the factor pair that when we add the two numbers, they sum to our B of 9. Notice positive 1 plus positive 8 is 9, so we'll try this factor pair. Next, we will rewrite our trinomial, replacing 9x with 1x plus 8x. So we have 2x squared plus x plus 8x plus 4. We now have a four-termed polynomial. Step 4, factor by grouping. To do this, we just factor out the GCF a few different ways. First, factor out the GCF from the first two terms, underlined in orange. We see they have an x in common, so we factor that x out. Remember, factoring is just division, and when we divide these two terms by x, we'll be left with 2x plus 1. Next, we need to repeat this step with the second two terms, this time underlined in green. These terms have a 4 in common, so we'll factor / divide out 4, leaving us with 2x plus 1. Notice the plus 4. Often students will leave off the plus or minus sign in this step. We had 4 terms being added together, and now we have the sum of 2 terms, x times 2x plus 1 plus 4 times 2x plus 1. Now these two terms have something in common, the binomial 2x plus 1. This is simply another GCF, so we'll factor it out. When we factor out the common 2x plus 1, we'll be left with x plus 4. We did it. We factored 2x squared plus 9x plus 4 into the product of 2x plus 1 and x plus 4. This means if we were to multiply out the terms on the right, we would end up with the original polynomial, and in fact, our work would look a lot like what we just wrote. Please see our next videos in the playlist for some practice and more factoring lessons.